I was wondering if I could get some advice on like the spring internship process of this year. So like I talked to you like probably a month ago or something. We said like probably like early November because my search fund internship ends in December. So he said like maybe early November would be a good time to get like a spring internship. And I interviewed with one company and I thought it looked promising, but then when I sent them like my schedule, like they asked for like when I could work on the stuff, they never responded. So I'm guessing that's gonna be a dead end. And then I've emailed like a lot of firms from the database, but I haven't been getting really any responses there. Uh, I don't know. Is there like another approach I could take?
So the question is, well, you've been sending a lot of cold emails and not getting responses.
Yeah,
Okay. Um, what's your response rate?
like I don't know, maybe like 5%. Like I haven't really gotten many emails back at all.
Okay. Um, what's the sample size? Like, how many emails have you sent?
I don't know, maybe like 50 so far, but I've like only gotten like 2 responses.
Okay. So there's a couple things, right? And how long have you been sending these?
Like I had like a lot of time one weekend, so I sent like a lot out, but maybe like the past 2 weeks. One thing I was gonna do is like because I know 50 is like not that big of a number, so I was like over Thanksgiving I was gonna like plan to get like a lot off the database and send them out.
Yeah.
Um,
And you say you sent it on the weekend?
yeah, I think it was over the weekend.
Okay. So a couple things, right? I mean, because typically we don't recommend sending networking emails on the weekends because you're going to get a lower response rate on the weekends when like people like typically for bankers like weekends are sacred, right? Like if they have the weekend off, they just want to
Mhm.
enjoy it because they don't always get it. And so unless
Mhm.
it's like a super important email, people just aren't inclined to respond, right?
Okay.
So that's the first thing is I would probably like if you're gonna send these networking emails, I would probably wait until like the weekdays and like even like I would even avoid Fridays because Friday is leading into the weekend, right? But I would say
Mhm.
like Monday to Thursdays, um, first thing in the morning, like right around when you think they get to the office, right?
Mhm.
Because I basically right when they sit down at their desk, the first thing they're gonna do is check their email. And when they do that, I want to be like one of the first few emails to the top of their inbox, right?
Yeah.
So one is timing. The other thing that we could look at is like the content of your email, right? Like what are you actually saying when you send these emails and how is it written? And um, we can look at that and see if there's any improvements we can make. Um, and then like, if your resume is good, because I think we've like edited it, right?
Mhm.
So if your resume is good, then I would recommend attaching your resume with your networking emails. I don't know if you are or not.
Yeah, I have.
You have, okay.
Some of them also were through like the websites. Like I'd like look on the websites and they'd have like a contact page. So like that could also be it that like they're not like getting to the people. Like no one's reading it because it's through the website. So I can try like take looking for specific emails too.
Yeah, so try different things, right? Like if you reach out to like the generic email on the website, it depends. Like some small firms, they'll actually have like a specific email for recruiting related stuff. Like, if you're interested in a job or internship, email like this email. In that case, it's like, okay, then you probably want to follow the instructions. But if it's just
Mhm.
like some generic, like contact us email, like info@bank.com, a lot of times, like, you're probably going to get a lower response rate on those because that's just like a catch-all email for everything, right?
Mhm.
Um, and so, like, if you try those generic emails and you don't really get a response, then what we typically recommend for these smaller firms is that you just reach out to um, one of the more senior bankers at the firm, right?
Okay.
It could be the most senior guy there, or um, if they have multiple senior guys, then usually like a lot of times they'll include some form of bio, and I might like do a little bit of research on, I might go look them up on LinkedIn, read their bio, whatever, and see like, hey, is there like, who do I have the most in common with, if there's anything in common at all? Oh, maybe this guy went to the same school as me, or like whatever else you can find, right? Well, we were in the same org, but at different chapters, or whatever it may be, right? And then just like go after the person that you think will be the most likely to help you, right?
Okay.
But like at these small firms, like especially, I mean, if they have a job posted, it's one thing, but a lot of these firms, if they don't have a job posted, then like the odds are naturally stacked against you, because what you're asking them to do is like, hey, I know there's probably no opening, but can you like just create a position for me, right? And so you need someone who's at the firm who has enough power to do something like that, right? It's usually
Yeah.
not going to be an analyst, not going to be an associate. It's probably going to be like an MD or a partner who's like, yeah, I really like this Jacob kid. Like, I'm just going to bring him in as an intern.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, that was also for the spring, so I'd probably have to be remote. But I have found something for the summer that hopefully pans out good, but we'll see.
Yeah. And if you try one senior person and like they don't respond, then you might try a different senior person, right? So like you can try different people and then like cycle back and follow up and whatever. Just like also with a lot of these firms, like you gotta understand, like again, because you're asking them to create the position for you from scratch, or like when oftentimes there isn't like a structured internship program in place, sometimes you have to be persistent. Like you can't expect them to just say yes on the first try, right? Like they don't have a position, but if you're that guy who like follows up and then follows up again, like we've seen instances where like on the third try, for example, they found a response like, okay, I see you really want this, fine, like I'll give you 20 minutes of my time and just like see what's up, and then like they'll get on the phone with you and probably interview you, right?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks.
Sure. Hey there, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're looking for more customized advice that's tailored for your specific situation, then I invite you to book a free strategy session with our team at the link below. We'll talk to you soon.